respected co-sadhakas with all beautiful 11 cherishable lakshanas of the inspired personality from within, working hard for evolution personality, the sadhaka vyaktitva, the shrotru vyaktitva, the jignasu vyaktitva, the mumukshu vyaktitva, shishya to the entire Guru Parampara, and the nearest devotee of the Ishtadevata, and the one who has sufficient viraga after finishing the duties to be done to the world and seva to be done to the Sanatana Dharma. So beautiful are each of these qualities. If we can think about them with a cool mind, understand and make ourselves that personality, nothing like that, fully. So too, if we have really understood the importance, need, and tuned all these six sources of Krupa, six sources of Karuna, six sources of Rakshana, Palana, Poshana, and the ones who are cause of our evolution. Tune to them, always be in touch with them, and follow their guidance directions. Again, the life is so beautiful. The Shruti Mata, her teachings, the Guru Parampara, their guidance, the Devata Gana, their cooperation by empowering the Prakriti Mata or Jagan Mata, blessing us with soft, tender, useful, usable Prakriti Upadhis, then the Ishvara with his Karuna, Ananta Shakti, removing those layers of delusions, so many we are carrying from so many lives. Last but not the least, the truth itself, benign and kind on us, revealing. When these things we keep on being in touch with, will be helped and blessed. Before the study of Upanishad, before the doing of our Sankalpa and Prarthanas, the thought is same, continuation. Ki the Shastra Dhenam should give us the Mukta Sthiti understanding, Sadhana Sthiti understanding. For that only Shastras are given, for that only Shastras are taught, for that only the Shastras have to be studied. Thereafter, inevitably, unhesitatingly, we have to think about our Swabhava, Prakruti, nature, how much it is matching, as per the manual called as the Shastra. So the Swabhava, the Alochana Vidhana Paddhati, then our Vyavahara. It is true with 6 number, 5 number gear, when we are going in one direction in a highway, to take a U-turn is so risky, detrimental, difficult also. But when we know that it is inevitable, we have to take the U-turn because with such a speed we are going in wrong direction. We have to be intelligent slowly from that gear 6 to 5, 5 to 4. And while doing so only, speed also from 250 to 200 to 150, 100. Slowly we come down. As we are on to the gear 2 and 1, the speed is 30, 20. Then slowly we have to, there's no way other than holding the clutch, bringing the gear to neutral, putting the brake, taking a brake stop, then slowly आगे पीछे देखे, then you take a U-turn with first gear, second gear again. Once the U-turn is taken, then in the correct direction, you have to keep on increasing that gear and the accelerator with the steering properly held in the correct direction. We have to move. Again, as speed we reach, may we travel with all cares without allowing any accident to happen because of any inadvertence. Then reaching, surely reaching, soon reaching the correct destination as it happens in our general life's physical travel in any vehicle, on any road, in any direction. Exactly the same is spirituality. The swabhava of ours, when we study, we can see it. It is filled with so many of the wrong convictions, wrong tendencies surging up every moment. As the vrittis, the vicharana, the chintana, or even as we are seeing in Yoga Vasishta, the trishna, the kamanas. And they are not allowing us to think even whether are these right or not, forcing us to involve in those karmas necessarily as if, and then we are doing it. Unfortunately, every karma has got the phala for us. We can't avoid it. So this is how the present personality. So the responsibilities of changing the swabhava, changing the alochana paddhati, changing our outer way of living or working lifestyle. This total, slowly, step by step, conscious transformation after studying Shastra and getting guided by the Gurus is called as Adhyatmika Jivana Adhyatmika Sadhana. So, becoming careful about not doing any contradictory things, being ready with the acceptance of anything that happens en route, the result of earlier done actions called as prarabdhas, noting down that this is what my nature should be. In that nature, the convictions, the knowledges, the values, all of them have to be changed. So too, the Alochana Sarali Paddhati means the goal as the self or the God, means as spiritual sadhana. About these, our thoughts should become more and more. Planning should become more and more. Concerns should be more and more. Anxieties, worries, though they are not healthy, but if the personality is like that, have those even also, but for the sake of the divine. That way, our thought process we have to consciously change. It takes effort of we definitely many lives. Suddenly it doesn't happen. Meaning is what? Like the moment I got up in morning, become aware of the thoughts. If they are of worldly nature, replace them to be spiritual. Okay. What do you mean that is? The thoughts about the things or beings or something come in the morning, depending on what vasanas we have. Becoming aware and making the Lord's name chanted, isn't it? That way, throughout the day, I, the ego, the other egos in front, and the world. More and more are these thoughts only, they keep on coming to any ordinary human being, ignorant human being, non seeker human being, filled with so many earlier impressions, vasanas, or whatever the convictions he gathered. Because of parents, because of society, education system, whatever, इतने सारे कारण होते हैं ना, कुछ भी हो, but these are the thoughts keep coming. So every moment I am aware of them and I am changing them deliberately to something divine. So many divine things we have studied through Shastras. So any one of them, whichever is required at that time. So the Nama of the Lord, Shakti of the Lord, Leela of the Lord, and any success comes, Krupa of the Lord. Even failure comes in that also, the caution given by the Lord, isn't it? And anything happening is by the choice and blessings of God. In that way, the Saguna Sakara Kavi, more and more the divinity brought consciously. So too the Nirguna Kavi, jitna ho sake. So the Upadhis are working. I am the onlooker of them. So too the world is going on, performing in its own way, but there is some substratum to support the seer to see that that substratum is Satta, the seer is Chitta. So trying to become aware of that Nirguna Satya Chitta, trying to become aware of that Nirvikara Satya Chitta, isn't it? It's like the Vikara is happening in the wave from its birth to the death, but that Nirvikara Jala is there, water. In the same way, though it looks to be very new and funny, but this is how spirituality is mastered. The drushti more and more on the changeless substratum rather than on the changeful superimposed, isn't it? So to the born, the dying, more than that, support of the birth and death, drushti on that when we develop in our heart, isn't it? Then other contemplations also as to how the mind, its thought modification, the projections, leading to various attachments, leading to various relativities, leading to various emotions, and those emotions expressed in the mind vocally, so too in the actions. See how the whole drama is happening. इसका अवेयर होते रहना बहुत टाइम लगता है because in the fixed mood of whatever Vasana says, they come as desire. I am fulfilling those desires as a routine. That has become our habit. And that's what is normalcy only. No need of any pausing, no need of any thinking about what thoughts are happening, what actions are happening. This is how we went on living from so many lives. Not one, not two. So in that force, it will be like that. You know, like some कट्टरपंथी लोग होते हैं. How उनको you can't change only. अरे बाप रे. In our Indian political system, you can see some parties, you can say some groups, you can say groups, and they are so कट्टर बस उनको मोल्ड करके उनको देशभक्त बनाना देश के तरक्की में शामिल करना इट इज नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल है ना द श्रीनगर कश्मीरी दोज वहाँ फैनेटिक्स द फैनेटिक्स ऑफ केरला तमिलनाडु तेलंगाना आंध्रा मेन आर यहीं रहते हैं सारे टू मेक देम ट्रू देशभक्तस धर्म भक्तस ओहो रिस्क ओनली है ना द पीपल इन पंजाब चंडीगढ़ हरियाणा आप इतना तगड़ा उनका जन्म जन्म से हो रहा है वो fixation of the thoughts in something, they can't be changed. So to the some attitudes of some western countries toward the eastern countries, asiatic countries, वो लोग हमको बहुत कम नजर से देखते हैं. To change their view and make them understand that here also there is intelligence, there is hard work, prospects. Therefore, they deserve respect. It is a Herculean task, we call it as. In the same way, in our own chitta and hearts, tadatma with the upadhi, living only for the upadhi, These things are, what do you call them, printed so strongly, like on the gramophone records of the past. Whatever the lines that are there of music and sound, अब जितने बार भी play करो वही आएगा. You will not get anything different, isn't it? Whatever you have recorded in that phone or anywhere, वही तो चीज बाहर आएगा बार बार. हजार बार ऑन करो वो वाला, same thing will come. How can the new comes unless somebody edits and changes with today's technology? In the same way, we have to accept this. From how many lives, this type of life we are living, therefore it has become nature. Therefore, it is not easy, but it is not impossible, and it should be made possible to change our thought patterns. Our continuous thoughts, vrittis that are coming in us. We can give lecture that भगवान का नाम निरंतर लेने से क्या क्या फायदा होगा 2 घंटे, but we cannot take Bhagwan's name. That is the power of these vasanas. We can talk about when the upasanas are done, how the divine grace comes, how the faculties get purified and integrated. 2 घंटा lecture बाजी कर सकते, but do the puja we can't do. The nature is so strong. So to the other values. प्रेम से बोलो, प्रेम करो, सत्य बोलो, ये सारे बोलने को मीठे आराम आसान. So, but to change our thought pattern like that and physically act outside. And mind you, with all the knowledge, whether it is there in the pustaka or it is in the mastaka, life is not going to change unless we change the life, isn't it? Unless we change the life, very tough it is. But not impossible. But you have to struggle hard that way at every step. Like if that person is a teacher or lecturer in a college or school, those 100 students, he can be a taskmaster, tough taskmaster, and change them, even punish them. But the same person at home as a father, he can't do anything with the children. How many teachers who manage hundreds of students in the school college suffer so much because of their own children at home? Same way, we can give lecture baji outside, but at our own home of our own heart, changing our own selves becomes tough, but not impossible. It is very tough, but we have to make possible. देखो, alternative रखो मत ज़्यादा. I have to change वाला thought strong होते रहे. I will change wala. So this is how the change is brought wala. Then slowly, little by little doing. Isn't it? I experimented it last 2 3 days. Can we have the class at 7 o'clock करके? So tough it is because reschedule करना होता है एक तरह का जो आदत हुआ. But it took 3 4 days. Yeah, today is the fourth day. But then that concept idea that it is impossible, that is gone. It can be made possible. That positive thought has come. And to make it possible, there are the ways. Yes, they are tough ones. है ना. 1 घंटा सुबह जल्दी उठ के करना is a tough thing. है ना. 1 hour is a big time nowadays for us. The way it spent so fast day by day, मार्च का 11 तारीख भी आ गया. That is different. But 1 hour readjusting is so tough. But experimented. So it can be continued. And when you look back, there were the days for years together. We had our classes at 6:30 only morning. कहीं कहीं तो 10 10 किलोमीटर जाते थे 6:30 को क्लास करने. हाँ, so there were possibilities. Now also it is. Look at an example. In the same way, in our other habits, let us say of consuming the food, consuming the sounds, talking to the people on topics. Every one of them we have to read and have to see if there are any corrupting things are there. You know, that is so painful to remove them because उसका आदत हो गया उससे temporary pleasures भी आ रहे हैं. Some of them may not be the what you call absolutely adharma or the pap, but still they are obstruction for spiritual vision, spiritual thought, spiritual life. तो वो धीरे धीरे उसको चेंज करना होता है, especially the food one. My own money, I have earned it, so I have bought the things I am eating. Why not? They सब correct है, but because of that, your सूक्ष्म स्थूल शरीरास are becoming inconducive, non-conducive for sadhana. वो छोड़ना पड़ता है, वो चेंज करना पड़ता है. Eat it. That I eat thrice a day, good amount of food. Yeah, if you are not a sadhaka, you eat and you do all funny things for digesting it. But once you are sadhaka, you have to be having that light body throughout the day to be able to sit and meditate. Light mind also to be able to focus. Food being dravya, jada padartham, it makes the sharira, the current also jada. If you don't eat, then you will become weak also. So the negotiating between them. We can't be without eating, we will eat. But we can't eat wrong food and more food. Correct food and limited quantity. That mastery, not one day today, but establishing in that. These are called the tough tasks. In the same way, strict we are with ourselves about every moment. टीवी देखना है बस न्यूज़ only for 10 minutes. 10 minutes के बाद without browsing other channel to be able to put it off and bring the mind from that worldly news to our own study of Shastra. It's not an easy thing. सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ टीवी 4 घंटे 6 घंटे चलता रहता है बीच में उठ के खा के आए पी के आए दैट एनी ऑर्डिनरी एनिमल कैन डू isn't it? And suddenly the feelings come. Talk to that person or this person or the children. It's required or not. Yeah, बहुत दिन हो गया. Just find the whereabouts, how about. Then what are the things to talk? How long? Once that's over, done, and withdraw from all that, again back to our main goal. These are all when we are in this setup of wherever we are around with the people. And if we really have the higher and greater abilities, we just say bye to all, go to an ashram. There, surrender into the Guru and then sticking to the discipline there and fully involved in the sadhana, which is a tough thing it is. वो जो नहीं कर सकते हैं उनके लिए ये सारे जरूरी. And there in the ashram you go, you don't have your wife or husband or children there. Nobody will love you. Nobody have care for you. Nobody will value you. Everyone have come like that only. With a single agenda of sadhana. Even Guru, he will teach the part of lesson. More than that, why will he be concerned? So there, tough thing it is. अपने आप को संभालते रहना है, ट्यून करते रहना है गुरु से, करना भी पड़ता है साधनाएं. Then you have to be in good tune with others also. Very tough job it is. And do your स्वाध्याय and sadhana. बाप रे बाप. आश्रम जीवन इज बहुत कठिन गंभीर. गृहस्थाश्रम में क्या है, लड़ भी लेते फिर से दोस्त बनते, उसमें क्या. व्युत्थान निरोध संस्कार है ना. जब गुस्से का व्युत्थान होता है तो लड़ ली, फिर प्रेम का व्युत्थान हो गया फिर चिपक गए. Isn't it? That's how the tamasha goes on in Grahastha ashram. But you don't find all of them, any of them there. Who told you to come? You only came. Who told that you have to do something? You only decided. No, you are responsible there. You have to take care of yourself and all. है ना. आध्यात्मिकता को पूर्ण रूप से हम जब डेडिकेट करते हैं that time, the toughness. But through that only we shine out. We become stronger. We become committed. We become self-responsible, self-dependent, which are the minimum qualities in spirituality. Okay, so at random today, we spoke about these things that while studying Shastra itself, the Swabhava of ours, the Alochana Paddhati ours, of the Vyavahar also, unless with correct planning they are changed, we cannot assure the spiritual movement. But करना भी पड़ता है because moksha इसी मार्ग में है ना. That day when it comes in our life, out of all frustrations, failures, everything, when we come to the conclusion that only by spiritual sadhana I can grow, and that also I have to do by myself, with all the struggles in that. अगर ये बातों में हमको जब निर्णय निश्चय होता है ना, like anybody at the physical level, it is me who have to stop all this smoking, drinking, which is leading to kidney, liver problem, lungs problem. I have to change. It's a strong thought आकर if he really starts giving up, miracle it is actually in a way. So tough it is, but there's no way you should think like that. स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में भी ऐसा ही एक स्थिति आना पड़ता है, wherein out of dukha, out of misery, out of disappointment, frustration, whichever is the reason, all are well. Like Arjuna, that frustration there, he has to kill with his own people. That kill, fight with and kill. That became the reason for that vairagya, for that sharanagati, for that shravanam, for that vicharana, all leading to correct understanding, assessment of one's own life with oneself, one's life with the totality, and in the totality, look at the totality. There is no individual. You're working for dharma. Dharma totality का establish करता है. So for work, in that working, these people have come who are accidentally, incidentally happened to be your own guru, grandfather. So आप एक जन्म के लिए होता है, धर्म हर जन्म के लिए होता है. The whole vision changed. He rightly assessed everything. All the wrong assessments of relativity with the world, basing on that शरीर तादात्म्य, है ना. सारा अर्जुन ने जो बोला हो, चाहे मृत्यु के बारे में कहा हो, चाहे मेरे बंधु मित्र कहा हो, all of that देहोस्मी दृष्टि होगी. From the Dehosmi to the Jivosmi to Sadhakosmi to Dharmastapakosmi to Bhagawan's instrument Asmi to these higher identities evolved through the listening to that Upadesha of Krishna. But it called for the toughest situation there. But once the thing entered into his heart, the correct understanding, then it was not tough now to take decisions, to act. Yeah, खड़ा है, भीष्म है, द्रोण है. Yeah, all is good at home, but now we are on the battlefield. So that day is golden day when such transformation comes in us. So let us think more and more, and grasp the correct understandings, mold ourselves according to slowly, steadily. Be a snail, never mind in that speed or slowness, but keep moving in correct direction. धीरे धीरे चलो, हल्का फुल्का कोई नहीं, लेकिन सही रास्ते में, सही लक्ष्य के तरफ. Shastra gives us the goal and means. Till we are pakka in the Shastra given goal and means, we have to go on studying Shastra. Never ever get fed up or frustrated and give up like others give up in our classes. If we give it up, then all our inner earlier vasanas, prarabdhas, the world, they attack and just kidnap us to make us fully worldly again. In a moment's time, it happens. Like the 38 years of disciplined way of getting up on time and going to the office. So punctually, just gets destroyed within a month after retirement. 6 बजे उठने वाला 9 बजे उठेगा, धनाधन नहाने वाला 12 तक नहीं नहाएगा. हजारों काम करता था हर दिन, नो काम निकम माना. Within a month or two, those retired people, like in cricket and all, when they are in the team and in the playing thing, how trim they are, how strong, how well managed physique and personality. The moment they take retirement, in 2 months you can see Akhanda Mandala Akara. All the flexibilities, all the agility of the body, everything goes. So to the retired people. So to give up the Shastras, study of Shastra. Immediately the world, TV, eating and sleeping, relaxing, the thoughts that बहुत मेहनत किया मैंने चलो मुझे आराम करनी है. All of them were waiting outside, they just attack. And all this beautiful construction made about spirituality. With a few years of listening, everything just goes away. And to live an ordinary life like a samsari and all, anybody can do that. There's nothing great. In that you may be a millionaire, ये सब क्या है? भगवान चाहे तो किसी को भी दे सकते. They are not great achievements. They are not achievements at all. The whole efforts are vain only there. So maybe this way recognize the true meaning of life. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahano Munaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Shruti Smriti Purananamayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Jagatim Avitum Karita Krutayo Vicharanti Mahamahasachalataha Ahimam Shrivatra Vibhasi Guru Bhavashankara Deshikame Sharanam Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvatītam Gaganasadusham Tattvasyadilakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvati Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Triguna Sadgurum Tannamami Parambrahmane Shruti Samasta Brahma Vidyacharya Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Namaha Shri Shwethashwathara Upanishad Acharyebhyo Namaha Asmadgurubhyo Namaha Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Kripanugraheణ उपनिषदुत उक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्धिद्वारा मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः मोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य क्षेमस्थैर्यादि प्राप्ति शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूलता प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापने दिग्विजयार्थमनेक शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः पारायणम् आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं ध्यान प्रयत्नं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदु आद्यशंकराचार्य कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोकम्. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शांति मंत्रः. ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम अथ संबंध भाष्यम. Friends, we have seen yesterday तत्र को मोहः कशोकः एकत्वम् अनुपश्यतः. Okay, anu always, pashyatah experiencing, ekatvam, that one without second substratum. That one without second substratum, when we have learned the art of seeing it and experiencing it, you know, Mhm. Before that, the Ishavasabhidagam Sarvam Kurvanneveha Karmani Asurya Nama Te Loka. mm, Then the most beautiful Anejadekam Manaso Jaiviyo Naina Deva Tadejati Tannai Tad Dure Tadvantike. These deep meditative thoughts for the self for the meditation on the self were given in the Ishavasya. Then through this process, when you discover that one substratum, Tadejati, Tannaijati are very powerful expressions. And the Bhashyakara's Bhashya was wonderful. We have seen it. Through all these deep contemplations, that one substratum, when one is recognizing, then komoha kashoka. There will be no more moha, no more shoka. Okay? So, see the beauty of the Mahavakyas of Upanishads. What is the quotation of the Ishavasya? Tatra komoha kashokaha ekatvamanupashyata. Let us spend 3-4 minutes to little ponder over it. First, tatra means what? Tatra means in that person, sadhaka. Tatra means in that person, sadhaka's sadhana sthiti. When it is reached, tatra means in that anubhuti. Okay, tatra means in that condition or in that experience. And what is that tatra? In the very quotation only that is explained. Ekatvam anupashyata. So, in the condition of experiencing one truth continuously. Pashyata means not only स्पिरिचुअलिटी में से तो आंखों से देखने का तो नहीं होता. तो पश्य मीन्स एक्सपीरियंस. अनु मीन्स ऑल द टाइम. एकत्व मीन्स that one substratum. Ekatvam. Tattva pratyaya is important there. Ekatvam anupashyata. Eka means gold. Ekatva means the oneness of the gold. Anu means continuously pashyata. When we have learned that, no beautiful thought. Next one. What is what? Ko moha. Where there is moha. Kashoka. Where is shoka? When you are bent upon seeing one common gold, ekatva anupashyata, the moha that the gold are many. The moha that the gold are many in the form of so many ornaments. That moha will not come when you are ekatvam anupashyata. That's why we have paused in this shloka for some time to contemplate. And is it not because of that moha of gold ornaments to be many, that they are mine, they are yours, mine is lost, or mine is not greater than yours, yours is greater than me? In that thinking only, isn't it, that the shoka will come? अब एक को देख रहे हैं सोने को, आभूषण नहीं है, तो मयर मोर तोरते नहीं है, then why where will be there reason for शोक? Therefore, एक परमात्मा we attend to, seen as अनेक. The अनेक परमात्मा, अनेक seen, one we identify as me, and with other things we relate, some as mine and some as not mine. This is the moha which necessarily will create the show, because basically these concepts are wrong. And be attentive. In the world there is no dukkha or shoka, but when you see the world in the drishti of multiplicity, conditioned by rupanama, so too conditioned by mine or not mine, be attentive. In that process itself, inherently there is dukkha. इस बात को पकड़ना. Like fire's nature is to burn. So in that fire, when you put a paper, it will burn. When you put a cloth, it will burn. When you put any other object, it will burn. When you put your own finger, that also it will burn. Because in the process of that fire's existence itself is that its nature is there. In the same way, when the moha of accepting multiplicity as real, followed by among them one set of panchakosha is me, all are not me, and in that not me, some are mine, some are not mine. In this way of living inherently only, there is the dukkha definitely to come to us, shoka. Obviously, therefore, when all differences are dissolved in the recognition of the one common substratum, the shoka bija will go away. Therefore, there will be no shoka. Therefore, ekatvam anupashyatah ko moha ko shokaha. Ekatvam na anupashyatah anekatvam pashyatah moha eva shoka eva. Now, this is a ruthless final sentence it is. Now you have to work on it to understand it, then plan to reach to the drushti of ekata. And then test it in the form of removal of the moha and test it in the form of removal of शोक. शोक मोह नहीं रहेगा जो एक परमात्मा तत्व को जानेगा. तत्र को मोह का शोक एकत्व अनुपश्यते. When you don't see eka on any basis or parameters, we give the anekata, value to anekata. We have started becoming mohita, deluded, padma shokita, miserable only. Expressions can be many, substratum cannot be many. Deepen the understanding about the one substratum. Then enjoy the beauty of the manyness. It's a magnanimity or glory of that one to express as the many without losing its oneness. To that level of deep understanding we have to come. Tatra ko moha kashokaha ekatvam anupashyataha. That ekatva. What is that ekavastu? That isha. Vasyam idagam sarvam. Isha. Ishte iti isha. It. Tena isha. Sarvasya atma. This is how the Bhashya comes there. There is one common substratum. Search for it. This is what was done in the our Aitareya Upanishad, that modern scholars also, which is the Atman with which we have to identify. Finally, they came Prajnanam Brahma. Okay? At least the words we hold on to and keep on contemplating. One day the words will give the meaning. The words are Sat and Chit. Sat and Chit are the things. Sat and Chit is the common ekatvam behind the many of the Rupana. That is reality. Remember the next sentence. Listen next sentence. On that one Satyachit reality. Whatever the entire world we are seeing. One, it is projected. Second, it is uncertain. It is continuously changing. Water is reality. Anything other than water called as waves, bubbles are projected on water. They are uncertain, unreal. They go on changing. ऐसे वाले विचारणा में हमेशा रहना है. एक जन्म पूरा उसी के लिए. Then only after that many years of effort that paripakvata comes, deep understanding comes regarding one substratum. Then who is that substratum? What is that? Now close your eyes. Avruta chakshu, amrutatva vichan. Look within for that in your own heart. That travel also will take quite a good time every day. Then luckily can, because the self is reality, it is there in the heart, you recognize it. It may take time, but it is recognized because it's reality. Second is what? Same reality being everywhere there, inevitably we will see that. First, थोड़ा effort लगाना है, attention उस तरफ होना है. The other case of it, not recognizing that oneself in us and in the world. the multiplicity, how much glitterous it is, how much attractive it is. But all of those glitters, attractions, beauties, the whole thing itself being unreal, they just get fade away, leaving us only in the loom and darkness and misery. Therefore, ekatva ka jnana palo jnanam, no moha of multiplicity taken as real and related with them, no shoka resulting because of such type of doings based on the multiplicity. Ekatva manupasha. So there is no Jiva Jagat Ishvara Bheda. Only one Parabrahma is there. When this Jiva Jagat Ishvara Bheda होता है ना, जीव का acceptance में, he will be bound by Desha Kala Vastu as well as these own upadhis. जगत को देखोगे तो राग द्वेष हो जाते, ईश्वर को देखोगे तो either fear that he will punish us or the dependency on him that I want this or that. All these three are bandhana. They will all get wiped off when one ekatvam anupasya. That is a beautiful quote from the Ishavasya Upanishad. We have seen. We have not chanted it, I think, yesterday. So let us do it 11 times, 12 times. Tatra ko moha kashokaha ekatvamanupashyataha. 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 Tatra ko moha kashokaha ekatvamanupashyatah. 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 Beautiful in a poetic form. But it is said like this in GEETHA and all. That kindle this jnanam of ekata. And in that, start offering the oblations of aneka. With the offerings of the oblations of anekata, let the fire kindled, that of ekata, be start blazing so much. In that blazing fire of ekata rupi jnana agni, the entire aneka rupi things as a samidas you offer. When all the samidas of anekata are offered, no more are there, then this ekata abhyasa rupi fire slowly gets quiet and settled, only to give the experience of that ekata to be our own selves. That's the meaning of jnana agni dagdha karmanam tamaho panditam buddhaha. In Gita, so many jagah aata hai. In the fire of ekatva jnanam, the anekatas must be offered as oblations. Where is anek? Is only one Brahma. That's what Sri Ramamaya Sab Jaga Jani. Wonderful. Let us not trust our mind, intellect, vasanas, and senses, who are projecting multiplicity and creating variety of emotions, concepts, etc., forcing us to act according to them, giving only the show. Wow, very, very important. बहुत powerful है ये वाला श्लोक. Now, let us go to the another mantra or the quotation from same Upanishad. Vidyaya amrutam ashnute. Vidyaya amrutam ashnute. Vidyaya amrutam ashnute. This one yesterday we talked either in this or the other class. I don't remember किस पे. तेलुगु वाला होगा, मेरे को याद है यार. Vidyaya amrutam ashnute. Vidya is knowledge. Vedanam, Veda, Vidya. Oh, देखो, important point is what? Vidya or the knowledge can be of what? Of that which is really there. उसी को विद्या कहते हैं. जो है उसी को विद्या कहते हैं. उसको जानने को ही. And what is there is truth, reality only. उसको जानना ही विद्या बन गया. No, that truth, reality, being truth and reality, it is eternal. It is amruta, marana rahita. So janma jara roga vyakruti and mrityu rahita. See that thought process. I hope you are catching it. Vidya is knowledge. Now you can have knowledge of the thing which is there. जो नहीं है उसका कैसा knowledge हो सकता है? और क्या है? Only Paramatma. And that Paramatma is eternal, immutable, changeless, Amrita. Third point. First is Vidya. Second is Vidya of Vidyamana Vastu. Third is Vidyamana Vastu is Paramatma only. Paramatma's Vidya only the Vidya. Paramatma being Amrita. You understood? That Paramatma as an Amrutatva, that Jnana comes. Now the next step is very important. When is Amrita? Amrita means eternal, infinite, everywhere he alone. Is that Amrita Atma Vastu, which is to be known through Vidya, other than me or me only? It can't be other than me. Because that Amrita Vastu, it has to be everywhere there. If it is there, it is there in me also. Therefore, I am that Amrita. That Anubhuti comes. That's called as Vidya Amritam Ashtat. I experience my immortality through the Brahma Vidya or Atma Vidya. Again, as we saw so far in every quotation, while explaining it, the opposite of it, when we say Vidya Amritam Ashtate, उस आ को इधर लाके लगा दो. अमृत का आ को विद्या के सामने लगा दो. फिर क्या होगा वो? अविद्या मृतम अश्नुते. With Vidya, we experience immortality. Amrutam. With Avidya, we experience mortality. Mrutam. इसलिए कहते हैं ज्ञान में ही अमृतत्व है, अज्ञान में मरना ही पड़ता है. Because in the Jnana of the Amrita Atma, we identify with the Mruta Upadhis. Therefore, with identification with them, we feel we are also Mruta. We actually experience also. Though we have not died. अगर मर गया होता तो होते नहीं अभी तक. Like in the dream, somebody came and चुरा भोंक दिया और शूटिंग हुआ और एक्सीडेंट हो गया या बिल्डिंग से गिर गए या पानी में बह गए. ऐसे अनुभव आते हैं डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट टीवी सीनरीज वी सी एंड ऑल. सो देयर इज अ फीलिंग दैट वी डाइड देयर. वी सॉ दैट इन आवर श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद कमेंट्री. और हमारे आई तभी श्वेता सब तो पढ़ रहे कि स्वप्ने स्वशिरच्छेदनादिकम. रिमेंबर दैट we get a dream that my own head is cut and that head is being kicked by the horses or the elephants in the far like a football, and still I am alive because I am seeing it. My head is cut and there is pain, dukkha. I know I am a immortal being, but with the identification upadhi of the body, I feel my head is cut and I am killed. Swapne Swashirachchedanadikam. And I hold my own head in my hands and I go to hospital and tell the doctor, थोड़ा लगा के ठीक कर देना. है ना. कुछ लोग आपने देखा ना, उंगली कट गई हो, हाथ कट गए हो, ले गए हो अपने हाथ में डॉक्टर पास गए तो सिलाई कर देना. कर भी दिया. अगेन इट बिकेम नॉर्मल. Example is to say that Vidya Amritam Ashnute. Vidya means Vidyamana Vastus Vidya. Vidyamana Vastu is only Paramatma, the pure Satchit Paramatma. Now see the Mohamaya ka ताकत. तो एक्चुअल रियलिटी सत्यचित उसको देखने नहीं दे रहा एंड द अनरियल वर्ल्ड ऑफ मल्टीप्लिसिटी उसको कितना रियल करके सामने बता. दिस इज अ मोह माया लाइक इन आवर हिस्ट्री बुक्स by our so-called powerful politicians, how they hide the truth, twist the truth, and untruth they project is as truth. Because the people are unaware. है ना, आफ्टर द इंडिपेंडेंस बेचारे इतने अनपढ़ थे, क्या था लोगों को, किसको पता पॉलिटिक्स. बट सम दीज लीडर्स, you know, they took everything in their hands, right from writing constitution out, so many things they made and went on for 60 years duping, cheating whole country. मोह माया ऐसा ही करता है, पूरा ग्लिटरस वर्ल्ड सामने रखकर फंसाता है हमको उसमें. हमें फंसना नहीं, बस हमको विद्या से अमृतत्व को पाना है as early as possible. That's real maturity. There is no world real other than Paramatman. Paramatman being real, we have to obtain him. There is no struggle at all in obtaining him. Just know him, then we will obtain him. Because knowing itself is being or gaining. Jnanameva prapti there. So this is another quotation to say that by Atma Vidya only Amritattva happens to us. There is the whole quotations are only to tell this point. This is the Sambandha Bhashya we are saying. Okay. Vidyaya Amritamashnute, 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 Vidyaya Amritamashnute. इंस्पायर करना चाहिए ऐसे सेंटेंसेस हमको विद्या प्राप्ति के लिए. विद्या इज तत्व विद्या, ब्रह्म विद्या, आत्म विद्या, which is the theme and subject matter of Upanishads. That's why Upanishada Arambha Yujyate. Remember the first line? Avidya Lakshanasya, Avidya Nivrutti Lakshanasya Mokshasya Vidya Adhinatva Yujyate Upanishad Arambha. That sentence bhulna mat. Now let us take one only quotation more today. This is also from Kena Upanishad now. Ishasogena Kenaka. क्या कहते हैं? The quotation is Bhuteshu Bhuteshu Vichitya Dhiraha Pretyasmalokat Amrta Bhavanti. Bhuteshu Bhuteshu Vichitya Dhiraha Pretyasmalokat Amrta Bhavanti. This line comes 2 times in that Kenopanishad. Chakshushas chakshuho, shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat, vachoha vacham sau pranasya pranaha, chakshushas chakshuratimucya dhiraha, pretyasma lokat amrta bhavanti. In the beginning also it comes. Okay. Thereafter again in the second khanda, the last sloka also. न इह चेदवेदीदथ सत्यमस्ति न चेदिहा वेदीन्महति विनष्टिः भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्माल्लोकादमृता भवन्ति. It's a very powerful shloka. You know, this iha chedadvedit asatyamasti, we have added. न चेदिहा वेदीत महति विनष्टि was already the second or third quotation. है ना, तद विज्ञानाद अमृता भवन्ति, देन तदेव वेदितव्यः न चेदिहा वेदीन महति विनष्टि. तो जो संबंध भाष्य के इस पोर्शन में पहले 3 कोटेशन में वो आया था. बट द होल श्लोका इज व्हाट? इह चेद अवेदित, while living as a human being right now only, fully focusing on that. Avedit, If the self is known, atha satyamasti. You will be achieving the satyavastu and moksha. Nachediha vedit. If you are not trying to know the truth and not knowing it, Vahati Vinasht. The Vahati Vinasht is this life anyway we have lost because we have not recognized the truth. And in this life, whatever the nonsense we have done, all of that becomes as vasana. It will force us next life also not to pursue the truth. That's the meaning of Mahati Vinasht. And every life that way we keep going away only from the truth, and retracing back to the truth becomes more and more tough because we have gone far away. Like Rama says yesterday, Duram Nitosmi Chintaya. I'm taken away very far away from this Trishna and Chinta, from my own self. And I want to continue, I want to do that Atmiya practice. But this Chitta and Trishna Rupi, the winds and all examples he gives, they are pushing me away. Okay, when these two are understood, Yacheda Vedida Satyamasti, if you know the truth, there will be moksha. Nachediha Vedin Vati Vinasti, if you have not known it, a lot of luksan will be there. And all the explanations, no, I'm not touching it. Main thought understood. Now you ask how to discover him. Bhuteshu Bhuteshu Vichitya Dhiraha Pretya Smal Lokat Amrita Bhavat. That is what is today's now quotation. So, Bhuteshu Bhuteshu Vichitya. Wonderful, no? That sentence. Here, Bhuta means all beings. Right from Brahmadeva up to the Pipilika, the ant, or even any microbe. Bhuteshu means. Another meaning of Bhuteshu means all the Shariras. But main meaning of this sentence beyond these two is what? What are those Stula Sukshma Karana Shariras made up of? The Pancha Mahabhutas. Therefore, Bhuteshu means Pancha Mahabhuta. See, the topic clear ho gaya ki nahi? Bhuta means beings. The beings are stationed in the Sharira as the Sukshma Sharira. Both the Stula Sukshma Sharira, all of them are made out of the Bhuta, the Pancha Mahabhuta only. Stula ya Sukshma kaho. सूक्ष्म पंचमहाभूतों को तन्मात्र कहते हैं. फ्रॉम द तन्मात्र द सूक्ष्म शरीरास आर मेड. स्थूल पंचमहाभूतों से स्थूल शरीर बने. That is the meaning of bhuteshu bhuteshu. दो बार बोलने का. See the beings, see the shariras, see the beings are inside the sharira. Know that both of them are the shariras made by the panchamahabhuta only. Then inquire about the panchamahabhuta. Exactly same topic we are seeing in Yoga Darshana also. Exactly, na? After the chitta parinamas are told of the 3 plus 3, bhutendriyeshu api parinamaha veditavyaha. उक्ता वेदितव्या. भूत इंद्रियों में भी वो जो परिणाम बताया गया अब ऐसा मानो, वही यहां भी हो रहा है. सो इन द पंच महाभूत स्थूल, सबसे स्थूल क्या है? पृथ्वी. वेर इट हैज कम फ्रॉम जला, इट फ्रॉम अग्नि, इट फ्रॉम वायु, इट फ्रॉम आकाश. वेर फ्रॉम द आकाश केम चित्त. चित्त केम फ्रॉम वेर? द चित्त, द परमात्मा. Isn't it? When you do the vichitya, the vicharana of every of the bhuta, you will reach to Paramatma only. है ना? लाइक ये हाफ के जब छिलके के साथ मूंगफली आपके सामने रखा है, तो एनी ऑफ देम छिलका खोलते जाओ, भूतेषु भूतेषु मूंगफली दिखेगा आपको, ग्राउंड नट. That means what? In every being and in every being's, every personality layer, what is deeply hidden is the truth, the reality, the substratum only. When you are that way surprised to see कि everywhere the same Paramatma is there, Pretya Asmat Loka. You will go beyond this world now. This world of giving importance to the multiplicity, which is just only in the name and form, not in the reality. That लोक से हम पार हो जाएंगे. Pretya Asmat Loka. Pretya Asmat Loka करते हैं, having left this body also. But Asmat Loka means this particular present realm of, multiplicity. Because of the Rupa Nama importance given, from that you go beyond. Pretya Asmad Lokat. Then what? Amrita Bhavanti. Again, ऊपर जिसे बताया वहां भी यहाँ पे बोलते हैं you discover that अमृतत्व as your own self. उसके लिए साधना करना होता है. सो भूतेषु भूतेषु विषय, अरे इसमें भी खोलो तो वही परमात्मा, उसमें भी वही परमात्मा, अब मेरे अंदर भी देखो तो वही परमात्मा. Once one Paramatma is seen everywhere, which is infinite, which is blissful, there is no finitude. Therefore, there is no any necessity of gaining anything. Therefore, nothing to look at. Therefore, nothing to desire for. There is nothing to work for. There is no worry to get the karma phala and suffer of this loka or that loka. All that goes away. That's called Pretyasmat Lokat. Then that self is Amrita. I am that one. Therefore, Amrita Bhavanti. They experience the Amrita. So I am trying to put in front of you that particular sloka from where this quote has come, then the total thought we are trying to understand. The final outcome of every of these quotes is what? Only in the realization of the self there is liberation, there is eternality, etc. Otherwise, there will be bondage, there is limitation, there is birth and death, that suffering will continue. Choice is yours. But very tough spirituality. Who says not it is tough? It is tough now because you have not started. But when you start, go on doing, the toughness slowly gets reduced. Everywhere there is tough, everything in the beginning. Karte jao, sab aasan hote. So again, this is the Kena Upanishad quotation. So beautiful and powerful. Chant karo. भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्माल्लोकादमृता भवन्ति. 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 भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्माल्लोका अमृता. भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्माल्लोकादमृता भवन्ति. भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्माल्लोकादमृता भवन्ति. भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्माल्लोकादमृता भवन्ति. This bhuteshu, outer world we explained. Bhuteshu sharira we have explained. Bhuteshu is the sukshma sharira. And in that sukshma sharira, bhuteshu bhuteshu means two things. One bhuta is the known thought. And known thought. Thoughts which are known to me. Second is the thought which knows, the knower thought. ये दोनों भी भूत है. So where is that thought known of the object is hanging in? Where is the knower thought hanging in? In both of those bhuteshu bhuteshu. Bhuta means beings. The knower being, the known being. Both of them are supported by the conscious self only. If you ध्यान से देखोगे, भूतेषु भूतेषु विचित्य मतलब when I am becoming smeller through the nose, taster to the tongue. So I became smeller and taster. Who is the one who is becoming smeller and taster through the nostrils and mouth? If you see, that conscious Paramatma only. तो मैं जागृत पुरुष बन रहा हूँ, स्वप्न पुरुष बन रहा हूँ, सुषुप्ति पुरुष बन रहा हूँ, कुछ भी बन रहा हूँ मैं, उसमें ढूंढ कर देखो उस भूत में सबस्ट्रैटम के रूप में the Paramatma alone is there. Once that is recognized, this world of delusion, of multiplicity and consequent separation of the world as good or bad or mine or not mine, and creating raga dvesha and doing dharma dharma papa punya and suffering, all of that will get erased. Bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya dhira. Power hai, बहुत powerful श्लोक. Every quote is very powerful here. How much we are able to understand, that's our inability or incapacity. But if you go on doing, that capacities will come. To use this one quotation, any of this quotation only as the launching pad to soar high in the sky of meditation. मजा आएगा. ठीक है. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you, friends. Yeah.